Let's go into our Wuji stance. Feet about shoulder width apart. Knees just slightly bent. Feet facing comfortably forward. Bring the hips forward so the tailbone points towards the floor. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, elongating the spine. Bring the chin down and in. Let the shoulders relax and drop down and roll forward, bringing the arms around in front, and just slightly away from the body. Breathe in and out through the nose. As you breathe in, let the abdomen expand outward, drawing the breath all the way down. Just have a slight pause, and with the exhalation, the abdomen contracts back towards the spine, pushing the breath up and out the nostrils. Bring your focus to that breath. Let all your other thoughts just kind of fade away. A couple more nice, long, deep breaths. Focusing on the breath, the quality of the air. Bring your focus to your feet. Feel your feet touching the ground, connecting all the way to the center of the earth. Notice that sense of being rooted, firmly attached. Feel the earth rising up to support you, emerge with you. Couple of more nice, long, deep breaths. Let's start today with sinking the chi. As we breathe in, the arms float up, facing each other, until they come around to almost embracing the tree. And then we breathe out as we let the hands float down, palms down. So we breathe in, pause, breathe out, pause. One more time. Good, now come around, embracing the tree. Just step out a little bit wider stance so you're nice and stable. As you breathe out, turn to the left. Breathe in back to the center. Breathe out to the right. Keep the knees facing forward. We're just turning from the waist. One more time each side. Good. Come back to the middle. Let's do presenting the pestle in the Qigong. So we're going to breathe in as we bring the hands towards us. Breathe out as they go away. Keeping the hands, the arms rounded, almost like you're holding onto a beach ball. And we're pushing the air out of the beach ball again as we hold the ball against our chest. And then the beach ball inflates. So we hold it inside our arms, wrapping our arms around it. So we want to make sure we don't come in too far and we don't want to extend out too far. We want to stay within that range of comfort. As always, should never ever feel any pain or discomfort. We do limit the motion. The more relaxed you are, the better the energy flows. One more time. Bring it in. Now this time go out to the side. Same idea, holding onto the beach ball. The beach ball expands outward. And then we compress the air out. Fingertips staying pointed at each other the entire time. Just like they're wrapped around the ball, holding on. One more time, and then we're going to go up. So now we're going to rise up and then down. Kind of again pushing part of the ball to the chest, but letting it inflate upward and then pushing the air out as you come down. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let the hands drop down. Second one from the Qigong. Bring your left hand around behind you to the Ming Men palm out. The right hand comes across the body. Then as it comes up, it comes across the body and reaches all the way up Then comes across the sky, back to the center, and then down back to you as we switch arms. So we breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. So we're reaching up to the heavens, we're plucking a star, spreading that stardust across the sky, gathering that energy and pulling it down into our body. Plucking a star to form the Big Dipper. Second posture in the Qigong. One more time each side. And down. In a nice stable stance, reach out with the left, reach back with the right, turning the palms up. Imagine you're grabbing onto ropes here, and you're going to pull them into your body as you twist. So you're going to pull into the hips. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Turning 9 cows around by their tails. Third in the Qigong. One more time. Good. And switch hands. So now the right hand is forward, left hand is back. Forward, in. One more time. Good. Back around. Walk it in just a little bit. Take a nice deep cleansing breath. So you're going to breathe in through your nose, out through the mouth. Good. The next one is called extending claws, exhibiting wings. So we float the hands up the body to the chest. And we make claws. Push the claws out as the hips go back. Then drop the hands down. Come in as the hips come forward. Breathe out, pause, breathe in. Pause, wings. And when you're pushing out, make sure you're tensing and then relaxing as you come in. You're forming these claws, you're tensing the hands and arms, and then relax as you pull it in. Qigong is also known as muscle and tendon or muscle and sinew practice. The idea is working the muscles, the tendons, the fascia. One more time. Good, and down. Nice stable stance here. Take your right hand, bring it behind the head, supporting the skull with the thumb and at least the first finger on the neck. The opposite hand, the left hand, is going to come around behind you to the Ming Men point, basically just below the small of the back, palm out. Look towards the elbow. And now we're going to rise up as we turn from the waist. The elbow goes up and back. Then we're going to sink down as low as comfortable as the elbow comes across and down. Keeping our focus on the elbow the entire time. So we breathe in as we come up. Pause. Breathe out as you go down. Nine ghosts drawing swords. One more time. All the way up. All the way down. Come back to neutral and switch. Again, looking at the elbow. Follow it up and back with your eyes. And coming across and down. Last one. Bring it all the way up and back. Bring it all the way down and across. Back to the center. Drop it down. Let's do a cleansing breath again. So breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. But step out to a little bit of a wider stance. This is 3 plates falling to the ground. So we're going to drop down with our arms up. We're going to drop down 1/3 of the way, the deepest that you can go. So what you might want to do, let's do this to start. Just take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, just drop down as low as you can comfortably go. Okay? And come back up. Now from that, figure out 1/3, back up, 2/3, back up, all the way down to your max, whatever that is. Make sure that you're staying rather upright. We're not bending forward, we're dropping straight down. And when we drop, each time we drop, we're going to say hi, emphasizing the eyes, or the like an E. So let's try that. 3 plates falling to the ground. So we're going to drop 1/3, breathe in, hi. Breathe in, hi. 2/3, breathe in, 3/3, or all the way. Hi. And we start over. One more time, all 3. And up. Clearing of the lungs, breathe in, come up onto your toes. And back down. Good. Azure Dragon displays its claws. So we're going to start with the left hand. The left hand comes up without touching you to the chest. Open it up. Now bending at the elbow, it comes across the body. Pushing down the right side without making contact. Come across to the left side and then make contact. Come up the leg to the hips. And we do the opposite. So we reach out. We come across without turning the shoulders. Then drop down, around, making contact, back up. Breathing out. Breathing in. Last time each side. And down. Good. Clear to the lungs, breathe in, come up onto your toes. Breathe out. Now this next one, we need a bit of a wider stance. It's called tiger pouncing on its prey. We're going to start with our palms up. We're going to bring them around. We're going to lean back a little bit, bring them forward, and step forward. Then we're going to do it again. And this time, really step forward. And then lean back. And come back to position. And then we switch. So lean back. Once. Twice. kind of a simpler variation. The full tiger pouncing on its prey involves some balance work and some flexibility, which we're not going to try and attempt today. One more time each side. Good. Back to the center. Walk it in. Clear to the lungs. And down. Stepping out to about shoulder width. Next one's called bowing down. Exactly what it sounds like. And if you remember when we do beating the heavenly drum, we're going to do that during this. So each time we bow down, we're going to take our hands, we're going to put them over the ears, and we're going to tap as long as we're bowing down, just below the skull here in this little crease. And then as you come up, take the hands away from the ears and just come up. And then as you bow down, you close down on the ears, tapping all the way down. Now, this is similar to 3 plates falling to the ground in that you do 1/3 of the full bow, 2/3 of the full bow, and then as far as you can comfortably go. So think about putting your hands just behind your head for a moment so you can hear me. And just bending from the waist. How low can you go? So that's your bottom of the full bow. That's your comfort zone. You want to stay within your comfort zone. So in this, we're going to do 1/3, come back up, 2/3, come back up, all the way down to the max of your comfort zone. All right, everybody ready? And remember, as you go down, you're covering your ears and you're tapping. As you come up, you're taking them away from your ears. Let's try that. Ready? 1/3. Come up, 2/3. And all the way down to your max. Good. Let's do it again. One more time, all 3. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Right, loosen up the legs a little bit. Clear the lungs. Good. Next one, stand out, or stand with a little bit of a wider stance. Nod the head, wag the tail. So what we're going to do is we're going to bend from the waist, but we're going to go to the side. We're going to take our hands. You can either bring them around behind you, or you can actually trace as you want. I'll at first just use my arms to trace so you can get an idea of what I'm doing. So I'm going to turn to the left. I'm going to bend down. I'm going to look at my left heel. Then I'm going to look at the front of my left toes. Then I'm going to make a straight line across over to my right toes, then to my right heel, and then looking up on the side, I'm going to come straight up and then turn to the center. Then I'm going to turn to the right and go back across the opposite direction. So we breathe out as we go down and across. Breathe in as you come up and turn to the center. Pause, breathe out. One more time, going both directions. Then we're going to do a slight little variation. And back to the beginning. Good. Bring your hands around, put them on your thighs. We're actually going to be moving them a bit. Or on your hips, sorry. You're going to bend down, just as we did. Look at the heel, the toes come across to the right side. But as you come across the right side, lift the toes until they're pointing to the side. So now as you come up, you're going to lean back. And you can lean back either holding on there, or you can put your hands on your thighs. Just lean back, get a little bit of a stretch here. Then breathe out. Bring the feet back to the neutral position. Now we switch the left foot facing to the side. One more time each side. And around the front. Walk it in. Clear to the lungs. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Keeping the feet about shoulder width apart. Bringing down the heavens. Breathe in. Gather the energy in the palms. Pause, breathe out, push that energy down through the top of your head, down the torso, down the legs into the ground. Once again, breathe in. Pushing that energy down through the Baihui point at the top of your head, down the head, the neck, the torso, the hips, the legs, feet, and into the ground. One last time. Good. We're going to do crane breathing. So turn palms up. Now all you're going to do is breathe in, bring it up to the chest. Pause. Sorry, keep the palms up. Breathe out as you go down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice and easy. This is the beginning of one sequence of the crane frolics. One last time. Good. And we're going to bring the hands around. We're going to do bird's beak, so the four fingers come to the thumbs as we bring them up. Breathe out as you open. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now we're going to come up higher. This is called crane speak. Obviously, only come up as high as you can comfortably reach. And then back down. crane postures for autumn. Or fall. One more time. Good. Let's do a cleansing breath. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. So now we're just going to do crane flaps its wings. We're going to rise up, lift the heels off the ground a little bit as we come up about shoulder height, and then back down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Try to do it as slowly and as controlled as you can. One more time. And down. Good. Nice clearing breath. Breathe in. Good. Now this next one's called crane stands on one leg. Step out to a little wider stance. We're going to scoop down, wrists cross, and the palms face you as they come all the way up. As they turn outward, we lift one leg, and then we put both the arms and the leg down as we scoop again. We then do the opposite leg. We come all the way up first, then lift, then down. Breathe in. Lift as you hold your breath. Exhale as you go down. Find that focal point about 12 feet in front of you to help with the balance. Just stare at that point as you're going through the motions. Last one each side. All right. Clearing breath, breathe in and breathe out. Good. Next one, crane flaps its wings, a little different. We're going to put the back of the hands towards each other. We're going to come up. We're going to sweep up, palms touch, then step forward, lean forward, then come up to the center and down. And then we switch. One more time each side. Sorry. And down. Let's do another crane move. Breathe in. This time, all the way up as you stretch upward, the wrists come together. And then we float back down. Feet stay flat on the floor for this one. Really feel that stretch in the rib cage. Let's transition from this into the eagle. So we're going to come up, cross over, palms touch, reach upward, and float down. I'm going to correct that, sorry. So we're going to come up, palms up, come all the way up, back of the hands touch, and then push upward, and then down. One more time. Now we're going to do the same thing, step as we kind of push up. We're not going to push up as much. We're going to do more of a side to side motion, really trying to get that rib cage, the whole side of the body to stretch out. And down. Let's do that again. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more time. And breathe out. So we did the Qigong, we did the traditional Qigong. I want to add one more thing that I've learned from the Qigong that I really like. It's great for arthritis of the hands, the wrists. We're going to start with the fingers pointing down, hands not touching, thumbs pointing straight out. And we're stretching the fingers and the hands as much as we can. So the fingers are going back a little bit while they're opening. We're really tensing forearms. And it's almost like you're trying to lift a really heavy weight. It comes up and then you're going to be turning it until the fingers face forward. Then you can relax. You're going to bring it into the chest. Then you're going to do what I call baby chicken. Just from the wrists, you're going to be pushing down with the fingers, tensing again the whole forearm, but especially the hands and wrist. And relax and let it come in. Then we're going to push with the heels of our hands forward while we pull our fingers back to the sides. Again, really tensing the hands, the wrists, the forearms. Then relax, bring it in. Then this time, fingers to the horizon. Stretching the fingers apart as much as you can while you push out to the sides. Breathe in and relax and down. So we breathe in as we come up. Relax as you breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out. Do one more time, breathe in. Horizon. And down. By breathing in, palms facing up, fingers intertwine, And rotate in front of your face, following the hands with your eyes, come up and slightly behind you, pushing upward to the sky with the palms, and sweep down. So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now we're going to make a slight change to this. As we breathe in, we're going to bring it up, slightly behind us as we watch it with our eyes. Now hold your breath. Look forward. Feel that nice stretch in the back of the neck. And then breathe out as you go down. One more time. Good. Clear to the lungs. Step in. Breathe in. Come up to the toes. Breathe out. Keeping the feet fairly close together. Leave the right hand palm up, down by the abdomen. Left hand scoops out, thumb and first finger separate. And the thumb facing the midline of the body. As you breathe out, it floats down the center line of your body. We get to the bottom, we switch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Try to focus on that space between the thumb and the index finger. Chinese refer to that as the tiger's mouth. See if you can feel the energy coming out of that gap as that hand floats down your central line. See if you can notice where the hand is in relation to your body simply by the energy that's coming out of the tiger's mouth. It's called centering. We're balancing the energies of the three Dantians. You have the upper Dantian in the forehead. You have the middle Dantian in the chest. The lower Dantian in the abdomen. The upper Dantian houses wisdom Qi. Middle Dantian, lower Qi, love Qi. The lower Dantian, vitality Qi. We want them all to have the same amount of energy, have them in balance. One more time. Now let's sweep again, but this time stop at the forehead. Picture red light coming out of the tiger's mouth. I'm sorry, gold light coming out of the tiger's mouth. Have that gold light penetrating into your third eye, the area of the upper dantian, your brain. And as that golden light fills that whole cavity in your skull, it's dispelling any darkness, any negative thoughts, filling you with a warm, loving light. And then we drop down to the chest. Picture red light coming out of the tiger's mouth. Picture that red light filling your chest with that warm, loving energy. Again, removing any darkness, removing negative emotions. Filling the whole chest cavity with that warm, loving light as we drop down to the lower dantian and we switch. One more time and come up. Just kind of topping off the upper dantian with that golden light until it expands beyond your physical body. Just imagine like a giant halo surrounding your head. Golden halo. Then drop down to the chest. Red light infusing the chest, filling that chest. So it too is full and it expands outward. Mixing with the gold light of above, overlapping. We drop down one palm over the other, doesn't matter which is on top, holding either at the wrist or intertwining the webbing of the thumbs. Feel all of that energy now going into the lower dantian. Picture a brilliant white light filling the whole area of the abdomen until it too spills over and spirals down your legs and up your torso, mixing with the red light of the middle dantian, the gold light of the upper dantian, until your entire body is aglow with this brilliant, loving energy. Then allow that energy to expand outward, encasing you in a protective cocoon. And as you float weightlessly inside this cocoon, become aware of what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. Take a deep breath, gather those energies, those feelings, take them with you for the rest of the day. Thank you.